welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly May message for all of the Virgos out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Virgo out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. So without further ado, Virgo, let's go ahead and dive right into your monthly message. So Virgo, we are starting out with Come to the Edge, Milky Way with Perspective, and Take a Break. Okay, so right off the bat here, Virgo, I feel that this month is really about sort of taking a step back, really looking at your perspective, really sort of taking in the vastness of everything that is going on around you. I do sort of feel that with the Come to the Edge, this might sort of be a calling of you really needing to step outside of something that seems familiar or more like a comfort zone, and sort of needing you to take a leap of faith in a new direction with new perspectives and allowing yourself to just take a breather for a second. The take a break here says that a life's work, not a season, and get off the treadmill. So Virgo, you seem to be a very hard worker where you're constantly on the go. I know that is my perspective from my own personal experiences as a Virgo. I feel like I'm constantly on the go. I feel that ultimately the heart of your message here being perspective is that you're really needing to sort of take a look at where things are in your life, how things really are going in your life. If there are certain situations, certain new angles per se that you're ultimately needing to take a look at, it's really about you needing to really sort of reflect, okay? It's important to understand that when it comes to perspectives, it's really about how you perceive things, how you look at things, how things are going on, right? The Milky Way is this vast space. It is said to be one of billions of galaxies in the universe, and it contains anywhere between 200 to 400 billion stars. And when it comes to perspective, it's really wanting you to sort of be the witness, be the observer. Just observe what is going on. It's sort of that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life. And it's really wanting you to see through these lenses of pure awareness. So I feel that this month is really about you just being aware, examining all aspects of your experiences, whether that be physical, emotional, mental. And it's basically viewing everything from that angle and not denying anything, okay? And by doing that, you will be able to get a better understanding and have a grander perspective that is typically viewed from an ego perspective. So this is really about looking at things from a much larger perspective. So let's go ahead and dive right into the tarot here, Virgo, to see what else Spirit has for you. So these definitely wanted to come out. So I do feel that with the Come to the Edge, it's really about you sort of, it's almost like you're so used to being in the middle. You're so used to playing it safe. You're so used to just staying where you are that doing anything outside of that, even being on the edge of something, is something that you ultimately don't feel comfortable with, right? And I feel that's because being on the edge of something or being a little bit outside of your comfort zone is a new learning experience for you. And it oftentimes makes you feel very restricted, okay? I want to point out that being in the middle you're sort of forced to just stay there. And that is a part of your comfort zone. But I want you to understand that just playing it safe really restricts you from learning newer things. It restricts you from seeing things from a much higher perspective. And so playing it safe and staying where you are and staying in the middle isn't going to help you overcome any fear or any self-doubt. If anything, it's going to further feed that. And so you're really needing to sort of take charge. You're needing to take action. You're needing to ultimately fight the fears that you might have when it comes to doing something different, to, coming closer to the edge of doing something different that feels a little off to you or feels awkward because it's not something that you are ultimately used to. Now, I will point out here that with this Eight of Swords, it's really about you needing to recognize your own shadows. You needing to recognize how your shadows really, your fears, the illusions truly restrict you from making more conscious, aware choices. And I feel that your perspective is ultimately that you want to experience new things. You want new adventures. You want things to sort of take flight and start, something brand new. But your fears are ultimately holding you back because there's just so much unknown in it, right? The fears ultimately sort of keep batting you down from believing that even a little bit of dancing on the edge is creating some form of progress for you. I do feel that, even riding right on the edge of something, even if it's a little outside of your comfort zone, I want you to understand that this is a cycle that you are needing to break, right? I feel that this is something that you continuously do here with the take a break. It's something that you continuously do. You continuously focus on just playing it safe or just meeting the minimum. But this is a cycle that now has sort of run its course. It's now come to an end because there's a lot of new and exciting adventures ahead for you that I feel are going to be more fulfilling for you, that you ultimately need to take charge of. You need to initiate that for yourself because that's how you are ultimately going to experience the life that you want to experience here, Virgo. So now with this Page of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands here. This is confident energy. This is a very empowered, inspired woman who, or feminine energy that is ultimately going to allow her assets, her inspirations, her confidence shine through. With the Three of Swords here, it's really about you needing to recognize your own sabotages, you needing to recognize that the fears and the illusions are preventing you from allowing your uniqueness, your authenticity to truly shine through. And this is what you're needing to be aware of here. You're needing to understand here, Virgo, that instead of running away from the things that might feel uncomfortable to you or feel unsure of, you're needing to use that as inspiration. Use it as inspiration to truly motivate you, to inspire you and enlighten you to take charge, to move ahead, to do those kinds of things here. And that's ultimately what you're needing to focus on. I want to point out here that even though this month may feel a bit daunting, it may feel challenging to you here, Virgo, understand that everything is going to be balancing itself out. You have to understand that your actions ultimately create reactions. So how you perceive what transpires in your life ultimately reflects what you will experience. So it's important that you recognize that your thoughts and your emotions and how you respond to certain situations truly can affect you in your life. But it's your choosing here, okay? Now, I want to point out also that, whoa, I want to point out here that, you know, as this comes to an end, as you sort of embrace this new way of being, of allowing yourself to step out of comfort zones and try new things and embark on new adventures, I feel that you're going to sort of come to a place where you'll begin to celebrate how you feel and celebrate all of the newness that comes in. Don't be surprised if you get new relationships that come in, new experiences in different ways than you're ultimately used to. And I want to point out that I don't feel that you're used to this, Virgo. You're so used to relationships being in a certain specific way. And I feel this is why you're starting out with the come to the edge, because it's really wanting you to sort of take that leap of faith. Trust that things aren't always going to, as long as you are being observant, as long as you are aware of your own emotions, your own thoughts, your own perspectives, you will experience things in a more loving, nurturing, fulfilling way. Okay? Now, your last card fell on the floor, and it fell in reverse, and it's the Knight of Wands. Now, here's what I'm going to say about this. Now, you have your two Knight of Wands right here. You had it in your first deck, and now you have it in the second one. But this time it's reversed. Here's what I'm seeing about this. What this is truly signifying for you, Virgo, is that you have to be aware of your opposite, okay? This is about reflection. It's about mirroring, right? Your emotions and your thoughts are mirrors to the things that are outside of you, and vice versa. So it's important. Remember, the Knight of Wands is this, I want to describe it as this intense energy full of so much excitement that they want to jump right in. But when things sort of start to fizzle out, so does your energy, so does your intensity and your emotion. The Knight of Wands can be in and out energy, but it's all based on your sense of consistency. If you're not consistent in your actions or your thoughts or your emotions, then know that the energy that you put out is the same kind of energy that you're going to receive in your outer experience. So it's important that you understand the reflection of this. Overall, Virgo, I feel that your message this month is really about you not repeating cycles. Okay, it's important for you to recognize what are the things that need to change and how do you go about changing that? What do you need to do differently? Are you really question, are you walking the middle path? Are you staying safe? Are you truly in a rut where you feel restricted and you're tired of feeling restricted and you want something new, but your actions are saying something completely different? So again, this is about you being the witness and experiencing life as it unfolds. So Virgo, this is your message this month. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.